So first of all, I wanted to know if you thought like 2018 turned out for you the way that you thought it was gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, except one thing.
Oh my god. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Happy New Year, everybody. I know it's been forever since I posted, but one of the reasons is this. Can you hear it in my voice? It's really bad. So, ever since we moved, the area where we live at, they have really strong winds and it has affected my sinuses so freaking badly. Like, I wake up every day just like full of phlegm and mucus. It's fucking disgusting. It sounds like I have a cold, but I don't. This is just my allergies. It's just so bad. So I have been like battling these horrible sinus issues for months, and I finally made an appointment with a specialist, an ear, nose, and throat doctor. But that appointment is still like a couple weeks away, and until that, I'm suffering. So I'm hoping that I can make it through this video without like collapsing, because I tried to film something a few weeks ago. It just did not work. It was just awful. Not scrapped it. So anyway, we're gonna try to get through this video. Oh god. So I wanted to do a video that's kind of like a review of 2018, because 2018 was a fucking crazy year. Like,
it was a crazy year.
In some ways it was great because we bought our first home. Like, that was a huge step for us, but at the same time, the process of buying our first home was so insane. Finally, like, I'm able to kind of like relax now in the new year and realize, oh my god, we have a house. I can finally like settle the fuck in and calm down. It's been a year. So I wanted to kind of review it a little bit, and then I also wanted to do a tarot reading and go back and read my tarot reading from the beginning of 2018 and see if a lot of those predictions came true, which I think they did, and it's really weird. So I remember reading my tarot cards in the beginning of the year, and they said some very specific things, and I'm pretty sure that all of them came true. So I want to do another one for 2019 and see what this year has in store for me. Dear God, help me. And then I also wanted to go over the predictions thing for 2018, because I know one of them said that I'm going to find my dream house, and I did, and it was like freaking me out for a while. I was like, shooketh. I'm like, what the hell? That was actually for real. What the fuck? But anyway, to start off, I wanted to kind of like go over 2018 a little bit and show you a few clips of my adventures. So what happened was, oh my god, so in December of 2017, like 14 days before Christmas, by the way, a representative of like the building management who now owned the building, it got like sold recently to another party, and basically this new representative came to our door, and that December was just like, hey, we want to give y'all a whole bunch of money to move, so yeah, when do you want to get out? Basically. And I'm like standing there going, what the fuck? Can you like schedule a time to come back? It was like evening on a Sunday. It's like 8 p.m. and she comes knocking on our door to just deliver this news. She continued to do this, by the way, several times until I screamed at her, told her to use a fucking phone to schedule a time that's better than 8 p.m. on a Sunday when people are trying to relax, and called her a bitch and then slammed the door in her face. Due to the stupid fucking deal, we had some money to work with that was promised to us, by the way. We didn't even know we were getting this money in the first place. We were just like, oh, let's hope these people come through. Basically, we were just like grasping for straws for help. We were able to like find a house, close escrow, and buy it right on time and move out, and everything went okay. And we somehow did this with the 4 cats, and I don't know how the hell we did that. That was crazy. So in January, we were still kind of deciding what the hell we were gonna do. We didn't know what was gonna happen because this offer had come so suddenly, so we were still considering things. Then in February, I remember my sister and I went to stay at the Millennium Biltmore Hotel and did the whole haunting thing, which was freaking amazing. It was so cool. That was probably one of my favorite experiences last year, just like walking around the Biltmore Hotel in the middle of the night, and none of the staff minded because I think they all were pretty much used to people coming over to the Biltmore Hotel to like ghost hunt in the middle of the night, so they were just like, oh, just 2 more people looking for goblins at 3 a.m. Cool, no big deal, peace out. Like, okay, just doing my job. One guy, I remember he was making like ghostly sounds as he was like working. It was so funny. We were like laughing so hard.
Did you get it?
Uh-huh. It's literally like, it's somewhere right here.
I know.
Right here.
I see it.
Right here.
Can you lick? Can you lick the camera?
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my gosh, it's right in front of me.
Shut the fuck up.
There's eyes literally right in front of me.
Oh god.
Do you see it?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
They're all around us.
We literally had 1 drink each. How are we so drunk already?
Do you guys see that? It is sideways.
Whoa.
Why is it sideways?
I don't know.
Why are people asking?
Why did he say it like that? Late February that we drove to go see Tana Mojo in San Francisco. That was one of the funniest trips ever because after staying at the beautiful Millennium Biltmore Hotel, we stayed at the shittiest room on the planet. I had missed this part when I was booking this room about the fact that this was more like this wasn't like a normal hotel, and it didn't have a bathroom inside the room. It had like a communal bathroom like outside in the hall. I guess it's more meant for like students or like, you know, businessmen who are just like staying overnight or something like that. It's just like a really shitty cheap hotel, but it was very close to the location that we were supposed to be really early in the morning, so I booked it. So we were like cracking up about the size of the room and how small it was, but I did have a ton of fun with my sister regardless, and we were just like laughing at like how stupid small that room was. Really hard in our room because it's literally like so small.
It's so stupid.
But it gets better. Hold on. There's a sink. This is not a bathroom. It's a closet with a table for some strange reason. This is a desk with some towels in there.
Like what?
We have one bed.
There's no way.
There's neighbors on the other side of the window that can crawl in the middle of the night and like murder us.
Yeah.
And then it gets better. I know. There's a shower in here, in this room. There's a toilet in this room, so we have to come out into the hall to use the bathroom. And then we got to meet Tana Mojo, which was super fun. It honestly felt like meeting somebody that we already know or have always known and will know again. Like, we have this weird randomly psychic shit when it comes to like a whole bunch of YouTubers, because we all kind of like know people who know them, or we have met them or hung out with them. So anyway, it means the world to me to meet you, dude. You're awesome.
I hope you have a really safe trip home.
Dude, thank you so much. You're awesome. March was when mine and Eric's 10-year anniversary was, and it was right around that time that we had actually signed the contract to start looking for us to move out in 2 months. So starting that time, we began looking for a home to buy, and the process was grueling and crazy, and it was insane. I was so stressed out. I remember calling my best friend's mother like all the time going, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody, I swear. And she was just like, calm down, you can get through it. Eventually, we ended up finding this place, and one of my favorite memories was bringing Simba over to see and approve the new house when we were doing our house inspection, which was completely unusual, and I don't think anybody's ever done that before, but you know, nobody seemed to mind, and Simba was a very good boy, and he did such a good job. He just like, you know, just kind of like looked around, and he was kind of like a dog, really. Simba, what do you think?
Oh my goodness.
This is hilarious.
Don't let him jump, dude.
Oh, it's good. He's good.
That makes me so fucking nervous.
I got him. I got him. He's smart. He's so smart. You like your view? He likes the view. What's that, monkey? You excited? Yeah. It's all yours? Simba's gonna have stairs. Look at his tail. He's so excited.
Is this like the massive one?
No, this is the smaller one. He's literally like, what the? He's in shock. He's so happy though. Simba's in his house. Simba's gonna have a view. He's stoked. He's pretty stoked. He's happy. Tail's wagging.
Ever since these cats moved in, they've actually been very like well adjusted and happy, and they go out to their little forest out back, and I can trust them without their leashes and harnesses now.
Oh boy.
Smart set. Smart set.
We're able to throw this great housewarming party where like we invited like as many friends as we could, and like treated them to a big dinner, and that was a really fun day. And basically since then we've been trying to acquire new furniture and decorate and just like kind of trying to settle in, adjust from the fact that we were living like in a tiny 1-bedroom apartment then, and now we're like in a 3-story condo essentially, because it has like the garage at the bottom, which is crazy to me. I have never in my life thought that I would own anything. Just like, whoa, I have a house. That's crazy. Always wanted to have the kind of place where people can just like come over and crash, and so my sister has been staying over every once in a while, and that always makes me happy because I'm just like, you know, she always has a place that she can come home to and crash. And then the holidays entered and tried to do something new this year where we stayed at home and did things at home instead of going out a lot. And then we had our family friends over for the holidays, and that was like really unique and special because we had never really done that before. And the cats were like in paradise because Eric's mom was sitting there feeding them turkey, and they were just like the 4 raptors from Jurassic Park, just like grasping at the turkey. Oh my god, it was so funny. In early December also, we went to both the LA Zoo to go see the LA Zoo lights, and we went to the Descanso Garden to go see their like enchanted forest or whatever it was called. And after going to both places for the very first time, because I had never been to both, I can definitely say the Descanso Gardens one is way better. It was like amazing. But I'm gonna put in some footage from both so you guys can kind of see too and decide which one you might think is better. But they think we all collectively agree that the Descanso Gardens one is amazing.
Wow.
Whoa. Ready for the twinkles? Yeah. I found the reading from 2017, basically right before all this craziness started. A lot of it already. I'm just like, oh wow. Okay, so go one by one. The first card that you get is the general situation, and my card was the Lovers, which meant basically me and Eric, which means the concentration of that entire period is gonna be on the two of us. Then I got for the next card, which is which represents the other aspect of the general situation, which was 7 of coins, and it was which means unexpected barriers, opportunity, and unforeseen expenses, which was exactly what happened. We had this unforeseeable situation that was just like, oh, okay. Had unforeseeable expenses. It was all like involving money. It says opportunity and unexpected barrier, which means it was just like an opportunity within the barrier. And immediately when the situation happened, I thought back to that specific card and I was just like, huh, okay. The next card is what is on my mind, and it was 2 of Wands, which is resistance to oppression, good advice given and received. Okay, so I was definitely feeling like I needed to get out of where we were living. A lot of like what my previous job had been and like the living situation, is everything felt like it was like closing in on me. So I definitely felt like I needed to get the hell out, and I needed to seek very specific advice. And there were like only like very few individuals that I trusted with that advice. I knew that my gut instinct to trust the people that I did was correct. That was definitely true. The next card was background influences of the last 3 years, and this one was 2 of Cups, a new relationship starting or a new stage in the relationship. We definitely started entering a new stage in our relationship, which was home buying. That's crazy. Okay, the next card is recent influences, and mine was the Hermit reversed, which is overly cautious. So I guess we were overly cautious about certain things, but in retrospect we were probably just cautious enough because we were first-time home buyers and that process was crazy. The next one was the influences of the coming year, and my card was the Devil. Self-sabotage. Those around you are negative, and I don't, oh, okay, the people, I think this specific card is talking about the people that we were dealing with from the management company and the representatives that they kept sending over, because they were literally the most god-awful individuals on the fucking planet. And I think that card was trying to warn me about those people, because they were definitely some of the most like awful negative pieces of shit I've ever met. The real estate agent that we were dealing with was also such a horrible bitch. Oh my god. And I could not like wait to get it all done and over with, because she was so difficult to work with. Like, this woman threatened to like cancel the entire deal at some point for like no apparent reason. She was Russian too. I was really like this close to calling her and cussing her out in Russian. I was like, what is wrong with you? She was she's a horrible human being. So we were definitely surrounded by some very negative people at the time, and this card was definitely telling me that like these negative people are around you, be careful, like watch out. I think it was definitely trying to warn me. The 7th card is the doorway from the present into the future, which my card was the Page of Coins, one's line of work changing, moving up on in life. Whoa, that's crazy, because I became a certified nursing assistant and I got a certification for that. And then in January, I took a course to become a certified in order to work with people in a home, and that gave me the certification of home healthcare aide. So that was what I was doing in January in order to advance in my work field, which is crazy. That card was totally correct. The 8th card is domestic life, which mine was 2 of Coins, juggling with finances. It's true. Seeking several different things, taking on several different things, what? I wrote this while I was on crack or something. Taking on several different things on at the same time. Yeah, that was exactly what was going on. Our domestic life was basically like juggling a whole bunch of different things at the same time. I was trying to pass a chemistry class, which I didn't pass for like the 2nd time. Really upset about that. And Eric was juggling work, and we were both trying to buy a home, and it was crazy. The 9th card is hopes or anxieties, and mine was the Star. Peace, serenity, realization, understanding one's true purpose in life. What the fuck? Okay, cool. That card is the basic overview or any other business, and mine was crossed swords and parting of the ways. that literally meant the separation between the place where we were living and leaving that like community, I think, because it's the crossed swords means that there was some kind of you know, battle or like disagreement, or some kind of like, you know, negative situation basically, which there kind of was. That's probably what that meant. That card was actually probably dead on. Oh, that is crazy. I have another reading from when we were house hunting from May of 2018. Okay, well, the first card right there, the general situation, it says it's the Six of Swords, and it's sailing away from negative and limiting conditions, disconnecting from troublesome or suppressive people, refusal to have turbulent people around myself, retreat but one step back out of the situation is actually the way ahead. Very accurate, actually. That's literally what was happening. The next card was the Fool, which a new chapter of life opens up. Eccentricity, originality, which I think that's basically what our place is. It's eccentric and original. That's crazy. The next card was Ten of Coins, joint finances, and important investment decisions. Oh my god, that's so dead on. And for the sixth card, which is influences of the coming year, which was definitely all about like trying to strengthen our relationship and stuff. That's also accurate. The ninth card was the Moon. Things are not as they seem at first glance. There are deeper reasons for what happens, strange connections between people beyond their own understanding. Bitch, that card right there. Honestly, what the fuck? That is so true, because I thought about that. Had we not had the neighbor we had we not had Barbara, had we not known our friend's dad, who was a retired real estate agent and helped us for free, had we not known like all these individuals that we had known, we would not have been able to own this house. So that is crazy. And the 10th card was Ace of Cups, emotional fulfillment at finding one's destiny, the value of love in one's life. Well, that was a fucking accurate reading, so that's crazy. Now I'm going to do my reading for 2019, and we will see how that comes out. So I ended up doing 2 tarot readings. It is now the next day. The first tarot reading came out kind of a little bit vague. It had some specific things, but like a lot of my questions didn't get answered, so I did a second one. And the second one was kind of very specific and talked about some very weird things that I'm just like, if this happens, I'm gonna lose my shit. So I wanted to kind of like do an outro and reflect on everything. I also just did a reading for my sister.
Oh, okay, now I can.
Yes.
Hi.
And so first of all, I wanted to know if you thought like 2018 turned out for you the way that you thought it was gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except one thing. I wanted to move out. But not this time. I think this year definitely it's gonna happen.
You're right. At the very least by the end of this year, I think it's gonna happen for you. And then I think because for me it was just kind of like unexpected shit kept happening, and I was just like, what is going on right now? And it was all just kind of like a weird like whirlwind of just like, what the fuck is going on? But it definitely was not how I expected it to go. Yeah, it just kind of, because everything happened quickly, because we didn't expect to buy a house, you know, just like without the offer we wouldn't have done so. Yeah. So when that all happened, it was just kind of like one thing after another happening, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
And random.
It was just kind of like, whoa. And so then during my tarot the second time around, some specific things were a little bit more like the specific things that it was okay, which is the general situation for me right now, which is the Moon, and it was reversed, and it said living in a fantasy realm, unable to distinguish the difference between objective reality and what exists purely in the imagination, which is kind of how I feel right now. Every day I wake up and I'm just like, I live in a house? What's going on? Is this real? And then I keep having these really weird specific dreams in which like I'm also like living in a house, and it's just freaking me out. It's just like every day I'm just kind of like, did I just like wake up from a dream? Is this reality? What's happening? Are we in simulation?
Maybe you don't think that you deserve any of this stuff.
Kind of. It's like hard to believe. It's like I'm kind of like still in disbelief, so that's definitely true.
Yeah.
And then it's talking about a reunion with old friends coming up for me, so that's gonna be interesting if that happens. It talks about travel. It talks about some of the very specific things which I cannot mention, but it does say about like adventure and like some very like exciting things that I'm just like, what the fuck?
Maybe you and Irene are gonna be on an adventure.
I'm like, I've never had cards this positive. I don't know what the hell to do. And then for Nikki, it says basically that she's gonna, three different indications that she's gonna be moving out.
Yeah.
It said same line of work, different place, juggling finances. Okay. Talks about emotional fulfillment and your destiny. And talk about emotional fulfillment twice, dude. Man, you're gonna be really emotionally fulfilled this year.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Some real emotional fulfillment for her coming right up. There's gonna be some disillusionment with what has happened for you, and you're gonna like overcome a negative setback. 3 times emotionally fulfilled. Jesus Christ, what the hell?
Wow, I'm gonna be awesome this year.
I think there's gonna be a specific guy
It's
that's
the
gonna
year of
have
pig.
something. It's your year.
Yeah.
It's your year, Steph's year, and Anna's year.
It's all my friends here too.
Fuck, what the hell?
I think it's Angelique's, Francesca, Sam. I think it's all of our years.
Oh my
It's
god,
insane.
weird.
We're all gonna be.
We're all gonna be living it up this year,
Yeah.
apparently. Well, we've all had a shitty life, so it's about time.
Yeah, for real.
Honestly, we've all kind of had a shitty life, so like it's about fucking time, right? You need to drop some boundaries, it says. There's gonna be some crossed swords and parting of the ways, so that's another indication you're gonna be moving out. It talks about like more hard work in your like line of work and like your mission in life, which I think you talk about YouTube for sure. And then it keeps saying finances are gonna be like organized, you're gonna be like budgeting and moving on. That's another indication you're gonna move out. And then the final card, it warns you that you're gonna be ripped off by others, so be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's the only negative thing that you talked about.
I know.
Isn't that weird?
And for me, the only negative thing that it says is kind of like your boundaries thing. It's kind of like, it keeps telling me to like pick my battles. Don't rush into battle for other people, which is something that I tend to do. And it keeps telling me to like lack of balance. Like I'm too imbalanced. Like I tend to like either give too much attention to other people and I don't pay enough attention to myself, or like I kind of like distance myself from friends for like a while because I'm just like I need time to myself and I need to fucking chill, you know, and focus on my own problems.
Yeah, you're kind of like a, what do you call it, an empath?
Yeah, because I really absorb other people's like emotions very easily. So if somebody's going through like a difficult time, I tend to get like really invested in your shit, and sometimes that's really bad for me because then I'm not focusing on myself as much. So the cards keep warning me to focus on myself. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's fucking
do that then. I'm dead.
Done,
Anyway, so that concludes this review
I
video.
think this year is gonna be really positive for us.
You think
Like,
so?
Yeah, like there was
Alright.
nothing really negative about that, to be
I
honest.
know, I'm shook. I'm like, what's going on? But and I hope I can get my sinuses shit resolved because this is fucked up. This is ridiculous. I sound like a fucking nasal ass.
Right now?
Yeah,
No, you
can you
don't.
tell?
No.
I sound nasal as shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. You sound easily all my life. No, I'm kidding.
Great. But into this, I'll be back soon with a different video about a different topic. But yeah, maybe some more tarot readings coming up in the future. We'll see what happens. Like here, to your Nikki, like ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Hey!
Alright, peace out, motherfuckers.
Bye, bitches.